Welcome back to another Mustang Ministry, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. I'm actually in the Mustang today. So, before we get into today's video, I just want to tell you all I woke up this morning from a very strange dream, and it's nothing too scary, but it's definitely something that we need to talk about. And there it wraps up into Jesus afterwards. So I will wrap up with that. This is going to be kind of a bit of a long video, just a warning ahead of time, so please stick around. It will be worth it. It will be worth your while. And I apologize ahead of time if I skip sections in this dream that I had, because that's just how my brain works. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. Um, so let's think back. I go to sleep, all right? I wake up and I am at this kind of like prep school, kind of like college. It's kind of weird, but it's like up in kind of like the Pigeon Forge area, kind of like Gatlinburg area is what the scenery kind of looks like in the forest. But like there's still some publicity. I think the words I'm trying to say is there. There's still some publicity there. Um, I'm there with my mom. My mom drives me by this prep school, and she tells me that this prep school is of the occult. And she said, "Didn't you hear about it?" And I'm like, "No, I've never heard about this." I can't remember for the life of me what the name of the school was called, but it was a weird school that had something to do with the occult. And even though I never really got to, like, I never experienced that at all in this dream. It was just a rumor that was just told, and then that was it. Um, that was the only part about it I heard, but there was some proving evidence that there's crazy people running this school. So we kind of skip ahead. I want to, for whatever reason, I'm an idiot in my dreams. I want to volunteer. I'm like, all right, you say this is an occult school. I'm gonna prove that. So I'm like my same age too, which is weird. I'm literally in my 20s, so I don't know how that would work. But anyway, we go to this prep school, and I go in, and my mom gets me signed up, and I start taking classes, but I don't actually see any of the classrooms. The only thing I know is that only students and teachers are allowed in there, not faculty. That all the classrooms are locked up. I don't even remember what happened because like I had a blackout. So my brain will kind of like black out every once in a while, and it's weird. Like I just be thinking about one thing, shoosh, transition, next thing. So we transition into going into the bathroom for the first time, and it's weird because like the whole bathroom is this giant room with like these yellow stalls, but they're like, if you go into a bathroom, you have that usually that one giant bathroom stall that like is usually a couple feet wide, couple feet long. Well, this bathroom is like side by side, like a cubicle to many other bathrooms in this giant room, and it's strange. I apologize for my shaking hands. It is cold outside. And it's getting in my car is what's going on. So I'm in this cubicle bathroom, and it's weird. And then I just, I do my business. I walk out, and at this point, my brain kind of transitions again, and I want to leave now because I'm like, this is a weird and strange school. So I asked my mom to come get me, and I'm in the bathroom, and I kind of just like hide in the corner, and she comes busting in the door. I don't even know if I don't even know why, because it's the gentleman's bathroom, the men's bathroom. Um, but she grabs my hand and pulls me out of there, and we start walking to the sign up area of this prep school. And on the way there, there's this restaurant that is like a big public restaurant. I don't even know the name of it. It's like just a big giant red building, but there's like so you got your building here, but like you go around the back, and then you have like your drive through on this side. Well, on this U-turn, there's like tons of faculty just standing outside, just like with their hands behind their back like this, and they're just standing up straight, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like, what's going on here? But we try to walk past them, and we had to get out of the car to do that. And at this point, there are two female women in this situation. They're about my age. I don't know anything about them. I don't remember what they look like. All I remember is that they're about like average size, average height, like just a normal skinny, just chick. I mean, I don't. They're not really that important to this conversation at this time, but the way that go to the sign up area is gated off. You can't even drive a car in there. So we end up getting out of the car. We walk past this restaurant, and then boom, blackout. And then for whatever reason, I'm in these big open sewers that are like as tall as like a 6-foot person, like giant like sewers. And it's strange because I'm over here, I'm walking, and next thing you know, the principal is like this big giant like demon, kind of like red skinned dude, and he's like, it's honestly kind of creepy. Honestly, he ends up grabbing like I see him, and then I just start running the opposite direction I walked, like in the direction I walked previously before I ran into him. And don't know anything about him. He's just this white-haired, white-bearded dude like you see in like a Japanese movie. But he's got like a suit and a tie on, and he's like, he's red-skinned, like a demon. Or like what you'd see like a cartoon of demons. That's it. Like no red eye, or like, no weird eyes, no nothing. He's just a really red-skinned dude. And I don't really remember too much about like his face, like his features. I just know that the main thing is red skin. I don't know. It's creepy. Red skin, white hair. He ends up chasing after me, and I'm sorry for the shaking. I really apologize. He ends up chasing me down, and I end up tripping on like a loose brick or something, and I'm getting drugged by my ankle, like face on this nasty, moist sewer floor. And there's no like water in there. The ground and the walls and the ceiling is just moist brick. There's like no water like you'd see in a cartoon of a sewer or a real life sewer. It's just like these really creepy looking prison sewer walls. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like a big box, and it's just like a tunnel. It's really all it is. And he's dragging me by my ankle, and eventually those two girls come in and they save me. And then there's like some weird stuff happen where I end up like falling through the floor. Like he comes back after I've been saved, and then kind of like I'm going first in front of these two girls, and he pushes me in the chest, and I fall, and I go through the floor, and I'm back up on the main floor of the school for like a half a second. And then the next thing you know, the girls are behind me, and we're all running out of the school, and then my dream blacks out, and I wake up, and I'm like, that's the strangest dream I've ever had in my life. I don't know what this means, but the only thing I can get out of this is be appreciative of the small things in your life, and be appreciative of the life you have. If you have a good life, that is, because you could be in a prep school, and I'm just warning everybody that there is people that volunteer to go to prep schools, go to fraternities. There's people that volunteer their lives away and get taken advantage of and eventually die. I mean, there's people out there that are literally signing their life away to die. And the number one case that I can think of is fraternities. Like, I mean, people die all the time, and it's rituals going on back there. And if you want me to do a more detailed thing on that, I can, but that's what I got out of this dream. I don't know what anybody else is going to take out of this, but I mean, just be thankful and be very prepared and be very leery about what you do in this world, because there are some evil people in this world. I'm sorry this was long, but that's all I got to say. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day.